Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another light novel review. This is the third chapter of How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. If you didn't catch me talking about it in the podcast this past Saturday, I will talk about it again today, how I really enjoy the light novel. At this point, I have not watched the actual episode of the third chapter, so I'm really surprised how they're going to do this. Now, before I start with anything, I do want to set out, because I have forgotten to put this warning out, a spoiler alert warning. So if you don't want to be spoiled with anything that's going to be happening, both in the light novel as well as in the series that is airing now, then I recommend you to stop the video and come back whenever you are ready to hear what I have to say about the third chapter, or possibly the third episode, sorry. Okay, the warning's out. Third chapter's finally here. We are left off with these the demon lord Diablo and his two enslaved girls. He doesn't really consider them his slaves, actually until the end of this chapter, but essentially they're trying to get now more missions to rank up money to be able to do stuff. So Shira, obviously, she's a brand new adventurer. She's super excited to do stuff. Remy, on the hand, at the beginning of the chapter, she's kind of still moping about the fact that Demon Lord has taken a preference in the body of Shira than Rem. So this next mission that Shira receives to deliver wine to soldiers at the gate, Rem decides to sit back because she's still, she's not having a good day. So Diablo and Shira leave, and this is actually a key point, them separating, because that actually comes into hand at the end of this chapter, or towards the end of the chapter, when they're in the actual gate. Diablo and Shira find out pretty soon that the guards are actually getting ready to go into battle, possibly their last battle, and Diablo makes the obvious question, which is, why don't you guys just stay inside the building? And the Fallen, because, I forgot to mention, there's a group of Fallen coming in, a big group. The Fallen are not going to be able to hit the wall or get inside the walls because, you guys have the spell around it. And then they put out the point, there's farmers outside the walls, and we need to give them time to get in, and we are going to be defending them as much as possible. Now, another difference in the game, farmers weren't that important in the game. They're side characters, not really a character they do. So Diablo's finding out new stuff that obviously what's in game and what's in this world, which is based on the game, two different things. He's still figuring out, his power, his magic power, how much mana he has, how much he can use it, his HP. He has gotten hurt, especially when he did that blood pack, but he doesn't know, what kind of pain it would be caused to him if he gets hit by magic. So all through this, he's still trying to process the whole fact that he is in this world and there's just all these differences. So the Fallen show up, and Diablo tells the guard, you know what? Let me take care of them. So he tells them to back off, and he starts fighting the Fallen one by one. The chapter immediately cuts it off there and goes to the city where Rem is left. Sess performs another private meeting in the bar, or in the inn, with Rem, and they're having a conversation, and during the conversation, Bullock, I believe his name is, Bullock. Hey, he interrupts him, the human guy that was a jerk in chapter 1, chapter 2. He shows up, still being a jerk. At this point, he's kind of crazy. He's murmuring stuff about how everyone's wrong, why did he get fired if he did the right thing, and he takes out a black dagger and he stabs himself with it. Now, when he causes this, he causes a Fallen by the name of George to come out of him, destroying his whole body. This guy has one mission, and that is to attack Celeste. Now, that is what on paper it looks like, but it seemed like he was going to Celeste and Rem, and I'm happy I wasn't the only one that noticed that, because when Diablo shows up, and I'll mention that right now, he noticed the same thing. You know, he's going for both of them. So do the Fallen know where the soul of their demon lord lives? Not the point. He starts attacking them, and at this point, the guards defend them. Rem and Sess escape from the inn, and when the guy comes out, the Fallen, he has blood all over them, and basically you can't hear those guards anymore, which means he totally destroyed them out. At this point, I want to stop and discuss the whole fact that I'm really excited about the story, but I don't know how well the anime is going to portray it. These are very gory scenes, and I don't feel the anime is going to that direction. So I'm highly, I want to hope that they do a good job about it, but they might not. So hopefully they do portray it good in the anime, and the whole fight of George, the Fallen, with the rest of the people is amazing. Now, I'm going to stop there because I don't want to ruin the story completely for you guys. I do want to say at the end of this chapter, it leaves us wanting a lot more. The whole chapter is full of action, and particularly for me, that's the best part of the story, is the whole action and the whole story of Diablo having these missions against the Fallen and against other creatures. I really, really loved the third chapter. I think out of the 3 chapters, this one was the better one. Usually is the case where the last chapter or the first chapter are typically the best chapters of the light novel. But I really think that this one's really great, and I'm really hoping that I'm able to review the second volume for you guys, so you guys can see the next few chapters with me. So if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I will be reviewing this light novel as a whole. We'll be posting a video giving out an announcement on my weekly now setup, where I'm going to be posting a same video each day. But I didn't mention that Tuesdays, they're going to be for light novels. So didn't mention it because I won't have every Tuesday a light novel, just because I don't have as many as I have manga, as I have anime to watch. So I didn't really announce it officially, but it will be on my list. So make sure you follow me. Make sure you watch everything that I'm doing. Thank you so much for all the support and love. And guys, like always, don't be strangers.